Welcome to the Informer podcast. This is the place to meet interesting people and see what they're doing and what they're building. And I want to welcome in today Declan and his mom, Shelly Smith. Good morning to both of you.
Morning.
Morning.
I am so happy to have you here, and we're going to dig into this exciting thing that you all have created and are growing.
Yeah.
And Declan, I have absolutely loved. I don't know you, but I have
Yeah.
known of you for several years. And here you are, a grown man and an entrepreneur. And you started a car detailing company several years ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
Are you still doing that as well?
I'm doing it on the weekends. I'll take ceramic coatings and paint corrections on the weekend, but I really want to focus on what I'm doing with dad and mom with our Referral Alliance.
Yes, and that's what we're going to talk about. They have started a networking group in our area called the Referral Alliance. I want to know who named this? Who came up with the
I think
name?
it's you.
I did come up with that name.
Right. Well,
I,
it's great. You
I
know,
liked the name because that's what we're doing. We're creating referrals and building businesses, and an alliance just represents a cohesive group of people working together to help each other.
that's right. And there is no doubt that, like I said a bit ago, you all are entrepreneurs at heart. And
Yes,
you all know as well as anybody what a referral means. Word of
Yeah.
mouth. Someone
definitely.
doing, Declan, you doing what you've done in the past, Shelley, you and Rob doing what you do. And when one customer says to anyone they know, like, oh my gosh, you got to hire these people,
Mhm.
makes all the difference, doesn't it?
It does.
So,
Lot.
either one of you take the question, tell us what really is a networking group, a
Uh,
network alliance.
we're trying to bring together small business owners in the area of Owasso. We want people who aren't a part of a corporation. They run their own thing. I think that's really important to us. Just making these connections with small companies, small personal owned businesses is
Mhm.
really important to us. I think that the personal side of it is what attracted me to starting it the most because
Right.
we've tried national groups and for me that didn't work.
Sure, sure. And they can get really big, really
Mhm.
fast. And that's really what you have. You have a community rooted, family owned group. So tell me, if a small business owner in the Owasso or Tulsa area, Declan, is on the fence about joining, I mean, kind of walk us through at the end, or now you can just share like how we find you, to tell us really what does it mean to join a networking group.
Yeah, I think if you were to join us, you'd find a community, a really small community that would. Our goal is to help you build your business into something bigger than it is, and we're trying to grow our business as well. So we're all thinking like-minded. That's kind of the goal here.
Right, right. And right now is your growth, right? Like right now, you are bringing in charter members.
Yes.
Yes.
So, again, those of you that are listening at the end of our podcast in just a few minutes, they will share how to find them. They'll share their website. I want to go ahead and dig in a little bit more of Declan, you're leading the development of a dedicated referral alliance app. When I read
Yeah.
that in your notes, I'm like,
Mhm.
nice. Tell us what that app will do and why you decided it was something TRA needed.
I think I decided that it was something that TRA needed because other referral groups are still using paper slips to give referrals out. You're
Right.
very limited on paper slips. You can only hand them out at meetings. You forget about them, you lose them, and then you lose referrals. That was my
Sure.
issue with them. So I thought that I could make an app that you could use whenever you want to pass referrals to whoever in the group you want, whenever you think of it. You're not going to lose your slip of paper. It
Yeah,
makes
that's
things
great.
super easy. We also have an inboard or an onboard messaging system, so no WhatsApp, no group me. It's all on board for members, and it's members only.
I
I
love it.
really like that. It
I
makes
do
everything
too.
streamlined.
So I've got to know because, I know the brainiac mind that your dad has and what he does in lighting, and just had him on a week or two ago. So do you just like these ideas just pop into your head and you're like, uh,
Yeah, I guess that would be a good way to put it.
yeah,
Uh, he actually helped us with the idea to start the Referral Alliance.
okay.
He said, "Hey, this would be kind of a good idea, probably."
Yeah,
And so then I started really looking into it. And I was like, "Man, this is probably not wrong." So
right.
we started getting started on a name and the idea of it and where we wanted to meet, what kind of people we wanted to invite, and then from there on, it kind of just bloomed.
That's awesome. Shelley, tell us what you are doing in your part.
So I do all the admin work. So I'm the framework behind everything, the support system. That's a pretty easy step for me. I feel like that's what I do in our other business that I've been working with Rob in for 20 years. That's what I do at home. And so I'm here to do everything that needs to be done so that everyone else can do what they need to do. I'm here in the background providing him with maybe some advice or help or ideas of what the app should include, what people need,
Sure.
or the paperwork. You have to onboard people. You have to create digital forms for people to sign up, which is incredibly tedious, but it takes that load from Declan so that he can do what he does best, and then I can support that.
So you're kind of the HR,
I am.
so to speak.
Yes.
So if someone is listening right now who owns a business
Mhm.
in the Owasso, Tulsa Metro, what's the one thing that you want them to walk away with from our discussion today?
Well, being family owned and yeah, family owned, I guess. If there's any changes that they want to make inside the meeting, if there's something they're not happy with or something that they think is a good idea, there's no one to go through but us. They can just make the recommendation right there.
Like that.
Things can take place very quickly, changes.
Don't have to go to corporate.
No,
Right.
there's no waiting for months for things to take
Right.
place
You
and
are
change.
corporate.
So
We're it.
they're talking straight to the owners, which I think just helps secure that bond, right? They're
Yes.
talking face to face with
Yes.
the people who own it and recognize that we're just normal people owning a business just like them.
I happen to know, with you all being in the businesses that you have been in this area, you already have many, many contacts. And I think that is such a plus for you all. I know Shelley, your husband knows like everybody, right?
He does. And that is like a continuation of my entire life. My dad was the same way. My grandparents were business owners in Owasso. My dad was. When I was small, Owasso was very small. There wasn't probably a person here that didn't know someone in my family.
Right? I probably know them. We'll have to talk off camera. I bet I know.
Probably.
I've been around here for a long time too.
Yes.
Declan, what's a referral success story look like?
Yeah, you want a specific story?
Let's hear it.
My cousin Ryan Holler, he recommended me someone that he did a fence for, and they ended up having a couple cars that they needed ceramic coated, so they brought them over on the weekend, knocked those out, built a referral or built a relationship with them. Right now, I know those people pretty well, so that would be a pretty good success story. Just meeting people through other people.
Yeah. Again, it's just, it's connecting. I mean, it is just simply, again, word of mouth. And then if the referral system works so well, someone that's never been involved in networking, can you go just a little deeper into a layer of being at a meeting and what really a referral is and does?
Yeah, so for our meetings, they're a little more personal than something that would be a natural corporation. You show up, we talk for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just one on one, get to know people, talk to people, see how their week was. And then our meeting starts. We will have a short little intro, have an information section where we give business owners 5-10 minutes of just tips, things that they can try to use for their own business. After that, we might have a 10-minute speaker, close out. We just want to get people together for an
Right.
hour a week, talk to each other, see what people do, and just let everybody know that, hey, this is what people do. If you need our
Right.
services, we're here.
During the meeting, we give each person in the room a chance to stand up and tell everyone in that room what they do. And as that progresses, once everyone sort of knows what everybody does, the next step is to tell everybody what you need. You've basically just multiplied your sales force. You're only one person in your business. But when you're in a room of people, every time they encounter someone, they will start looking for what everyone they know can do for that person.
Right.
And so when you're on a job as a service provider and somebody says to you, hey, do you know anybody that does this? You can think in your head, yes, I do. I know a room full of people. Someone in there does that thing. And so it becomes, you tell people what you do, but then you tell them how they can help you. So we want everyone to leave the meeting knowing what they can do for someone else and knowing that they have told everybody else what they need.
Again, I'm just, as you're speaking, I'm thinking of, again, connections like realtor, house painter, a fence person. You guys can do the light, Rob can do the lighting. What about someone that is a swimming pool contractor?
Absolutely.
And the list goes on and
It
on.
goes on, and it can cover service-based industries like those, plumbing, heating, HVAC, roofing, but it can also move into professional things like a realtor, an attorney that does estate planning would be a great person in a group, an insurance agent that brokers different companies. People need all of those things.
Absolutely. You bet. And, here's the truth is, until we know, we don't know.
Correct.
Like here in our own city. Oh, we have that service?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that makes complete sense.
What I would like for people to know is in reference to the Referral Alliance. We're here to help people grow their business. That's the basic thing that we want to do. We want to develop those relationships and help them get their name out there. One thing I've noticed in our outreach to recruit members is we've met a decent amount of very young business owners. And I'm talking in their 20s, like Declan, right? And I'm impressed that these young people are taking the initiative to start a business. And I know because Rob was 25, I think, or 24 when we started our business. So we know what that feels like to be that young person going out into the big world on your own. But we want people of all ages to know you don't always have to be on your own. You might be in your own business, but you can partner with people to help you build that business.
Yes. So Declan, as a young entrepreneur, which is exactly who you are, tell us, speak to the heart of anyone listening today that maybe they want to start their own business. Tell them they can do it. Tell them what it takes.
Yeah. I think if you want to, just do it. But it's very important to have people by your side. It's very important to have people backing you and giving you guidance, right? I've had mom and dad with me since the very start. When I started my detailing business at 14, right? My dad has been able to give me advice the entire way. Tell me how to interact with clients and land a job and refer people the right way. He's really knocked that out of the park. And even just recently, I think having my cousin Ryan and Noah start Holler Fence, they started that 3 years ago, I think. I think that inspired me majorly to start my own thing again and get back into it. And even talking to them, people my age and even just a little older, they're so smart now. You can very much tell how inclined people my age are to want to start their own business. I think it's a really good thing.
Right. There's a lot of people that don't want to go into the corporate world. They don't want to go to four-year college and have all that credit debt, college debt. And they want to be out there in the real world making real money. And, that speaks to my heart, what Declan was just sharing. Declan has been fortunate to have his mom and his dad, both entrepreneurs, both coming from, well, I know you do, Shelly, from an entrepreneur background with even her parents. So let's say that you want to be an entrepreneur or that you are, but you haven't necessarily had a family that you've been able to lean on that shows you the way. Well, why don't you join their alliance? And you're going to have some people to lean on and chat with and ask, what are the ropes with this? How do I grow this? And I think that speaks very much into what it is that you've started. And I'm excited for you all. So, Declan, share with us, how do we find you guys?
Yeah, you can look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I think the Referral Alliance, that's our name.
So, Shelly, will you share with us what your website is?
Yes, the website is thereferralalliance.com. on the website, you will see all the information about where we meet and some information about members, and all of our members get to be featured on that website.
Perfect.
We're on Facebook at the Referral Alliance. So we're pretty easy to find. All of our contact information is in both of those places, and you can get a hold of us that way. Our email addresses are there. You can reach right out.
Perfect. And when are your meetings?
Every Tuesday morning. Currently, we're meeting at the Apple Barrel Cafe in Owasso, and we start at about 7:45.
Perfect. Okay. Well, it is good to see you both. I'm so glad
Yes.
to have you here on the Informer, and I wish you the very best. And I'm most certain I'll see you next week.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Marlena.
So, listeners, thank you for tuning in with us today with the Referral Alliance with Declan Smith and his mom, Shelly. And we are just glad you tuned in and check it out. It's going to be a great thing to get involved right here in the Tulsa Metro area. Have a good day, and we'll see you soon.